Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here, is bring about conversations and discussions about social, psychological, coaching, and emotional topics in an audio format. We try to do that as often as we can. We have over 500 audios available in a variety of topics for you. We try to be here as often as possible, usually daily. Sometimes that has wandered over the past few years, but that's the goal anyway. We've got over 500 of you. Please help us to reach 1,000 people so we can, subscribers that is, so we can make a major difference and give something back during these COVID recovery times. In any event, if you're looking to increase your leadership skills or your communication skills, I work with people on these issues all the time. Would love to work with you as well. Make 2021 your best year. There's two ways to do that. Go to @PO Perception, or you can go to the About Me section of this YouTube page and go to my website, and that will give you what you need to do. 5 steps to be the best leader you can be. The first in that is use your step by step logic. Have a system for everything you do, from whether it's how you start your day, to how you communicate with people, to how much time you put into communication, to how you negotiate deals, to how you build rapport. Have a linear process for everything you do. Now, that doesn't mean eliminate emotion from it, but it helps you to avoid becoming emotionally driven when decision making processes are necessary. And making decisions from emotion can be detrimental for a number of reasons, not limited to. You can actually make toxic decisions based on, I'm feeling really happy, so I jump in. I'm feeling really sad, so I avoid. I'm feeling really angry, so I quit. And so having step by step processes for everything you do, and then passing that on to people that are going to work with you or for you or be a part of your team is super valuable. Doesn't mean they have to do things exactly the way you do, but if you have a structure of how you've become successful, it becomes easier for other people to follow those standards and reach those standards. The next is make good financial, make good use of every opportunity you're given. If it's an opportunity to learn what not to do, listen. If it's an opportunity to meet a new person, do it. Make use of your time as it relates to the goals that you have, as it relates to the things you want to do, as it relates to what is coming next. Every opportunity is one for growth or expansion of knowledge or reaching of goals. So any opportunity that you have, any chance that you have to grow and go, the better you're going to be in the long run, and expansion should be at the center of any decision that you make. How am I going to be further ahead a month from now, a week from now, a year from now, and will this help me do that? If something is going to drive you backwards, avoid it, but also learn from why it was in your pathway to begin with, and try to find the best way that you can to make decisions. Um, and then the next is go with the flow, but be willing to adjust. So this is a really difficult, sometimes confusing process. Go with the flow. If everyone in your industry is expanding with technology, then you need to expand with technology. But you might need to be at the cutting edge of what technology is being used. You might want to use the newest program. You might want to add extra features. You need to individuate yourself from your competition or from those you're trying to connect with, and at the same time be in the flow of what other people are doing. Find a way to make everything you're doing unique, but in line with where the trends are going. And so there's a unique balance in the communication and the process of that, because a good leader understands that making things simple but leading edge is where the power lies. The next thing in this process is ignore comparing with other people, with other companies, with other situations. Comparison is a completely useless human trait because it gives way to the illusion of competition. There will always be someone better equipped than you. There will always be someone in a weaker position than you. There will always be someone who knows more than you. There will always be someone that you could help and serve. There will always be someone that if you serve them, it wouldn't make a difference. So the competition mindset, except within yourself, compete to be your best every day, is the only competition you should be doing. What other people are doing, look at it, learn from it, but don't fixate on it. Take a few minutes every day to see what other people are doing, but don't compare yourself. Go, does this work for where I'm going? Does this work for what's next for my company or my family or my friends or my goals? And then take from it what works, eliminate what doesn't. And then the last thing in this is don't limit your potential. So, just because right now you might be making, let's say, $50,000 a year, doesn't mean that someday you couldn't make $1,000,000 a year. Just because right now you're single doesn't mean that you couldn't end up with a really awesome family. Just because right now you lack career direction doesn't mean you can't find your dream job tomorrow. So don't limit yourself by your circumstances. Accept where you are, but believe in your ability to get where you're going. And also understand that life is a process of progress. So therefore, where you're going is determined by how much energy you put into the act of actually going there. This is super important. Hopefully that's helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.